But I do believe my heart is very much squarely with the governor of Central Bank. And I've always said that if you don't have the credibility to run a bank, just close it. And maybe John or myself, because John, you're right, even myself, we are all seen as bad people. We lose credibility. It's not just KCB is seen any better. We are all seen as bad guys. We are thugs. Literally, we are. That's how people see. Correct? So we have to go through this kind of cleansing mechanism to say we're good enough.
I think for the very first time, we're seeing a central bank that is willing to play its role. And that means that we banks have to open up, which is what we have done. We are creating full transparency. And to quote Warren Buffett, he said, if you want to know who is swimming naked, wait until the tide goes out, isn't it? But I think the tide has gone out on us. You know, we are now, you're all seeing who is swimming naked. The unfortunate part about banking is this, is that when one is found to be swimming naked, we are all judged to be swimming naked until proven otherwise. And that is the financial, what we call confidence, right? The confidence in the banking sector. If one of us is found swimming naked, all of us are presumed to be naked, right? In this case, except for Joshua, of course.
Joshua's not naked?
Joshua, clearly he's not. Clearly he's not.
They need to see a difference in the way we lead our country and the way we lead our banks. So I'm excited about the opportunity we have. I think it's a way of dressing up, actually, getting out of our nakedness, and I agree with John. And ultimately, we'll be able to build a stronger sector. And you know, if you look at the government in the eye, even today, if it says if another bank behaves the same, it will be closed. So those Kenyans saying Kenyan government is moving so fast, this is the problem about our country. We want to be bystanders. Oh, we're moving too fast. Our speed is far too slow, by the way. If you know, we're far too slow. Yeah, but you can talk. Yeah, and that, therefore, we need to salute and support the gentleman called Patrick. I think he's doing a fantastic job. As KBA, he has our back 110%. We are behind him as all industry players.
We are having a crisis of confidence in the banking sector. And because of the quick succession of these events, I think there is a general panic in the market that, you know, then we have got others that are lined up, you know, along the same lines, and what will happen. And especially for those who have suffered because of the closure of the specific institutions. The challenges that these institutions had were very specific to the institutions, and the resolution of the institutions would be at the specific institutional level. However, it also highlights issues that as an industry we need to also address, just to ensure that the other players are playing along.
There's no crisis in the fund. There's crisis confidence. It's a confidence crisis we're facing today. And you know my position about this. If we misbehave as bankers, we belong to jail.
Wow.
I've been insisted that very strongly. We want to shine the torch behind the guys.
Every customer who asks me, is my money safer than I see? I always answer them with this first sentence. I tell them, just remember who you're asking that question, right? It's me. Before I answer you, just remember what you're doing. It's like a goat asking a hyena. It says, save for me to go feed in the forest. Right? So I always tell them, please, whatever I'm going to tell you, do everything you can to verify from a third party, from someone else. So what I'll tell you is when you get information on social media, do what you can to verify. So my point was that actually we need to force banks to come together. That the governor, and I look at the governor, my friend governor, and the team there, that they need to think of ways to force us to come together. My point was, take Joshua and tell Joshua, take this other bank. And this other bank, by the way, don't sit there thinking you're cute, raising your value to Joshua, because if you do, I'll strip your license if you start to get cute. You force marriages. So that to me is the way to go. That's the way we solve this issue. Thank you.
And I just give two examples of Patrick. Patrick is the governor of Central Bank. The thing Kenyans have been asking about him when he came, is he married at this age? Why does he not want to live in the governor's house, you know? Why does he not have this escort? You know these questions we ask? These are the most important questions. It just shows you who we are as a people. So what? So what really? So what? If the guy doesn't want to stay in the house which is there, what is your problem? You're now making yourself the governor. It's very strange.